just like that. My head still takes me back. Thought it was done, but I guess it's never really over.
Welcome to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio. Robin and I welcome our listeners from all over the world to call the show today. It's your calls and questions that make our live call-in show so intriguing. So if you have a metaphysical question for Robin Alexis, the toll-free number today is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now, get in the queue, and talk to Robin. And we want to welcome all the listeners who have just come over from the Manson Mitchell program. We hope you will enjoy us here on Mystic Radio. I'll give out those phone numbers once again. The toll-free number to speak to Robin, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now, get in the queue, talk to Robin Alexis, and here's Robin.
Hi, this is Robin. That was fun. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is our new time, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. And if anyone out there has a friend or a family member, two-legged or four-legged, who's been saying they'd like to have an experience with me in either a one-on-one phone session or perhaps a Reiki week, this is a great time to think about that as a possible stocking stuffer. So if you're interested in that, you can call Bob directly after the show. That would be the number of 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499, and Bob will help you get a gift ready for your gift-giving holiday season time. And boy, will that be fun for me to share in all that love. But let's get back to the show and remind everybody that Mystic Radio, we've been around for over 15 years, and we've always had the intention to assist you to know, trust, and act upon your own intuition, because that clarity is power, and it helps you create the life of your dreams. So if that's something that you want to do, you can call into the show. You can ask one question. And loyal listeners of Mystic Radio know that Mystic Radio is an experience, not an explanation, because it is based on who calls and what do they ask. Because as you listen to other people receiving a healing, you can perhaps experience a healing as well.
And that's called?
Surrogate healing.
Surrogate healing. So that means any issue that anybody has that is similar to the one we're talking about will get the healing also.
That's right, Bob. So if you want to call in and request a healing or ask about your past lives, any question you'd ask any psychic or medical intuitive or whatever, and I have quite an eclectic skill set, so you can call in and ask just about anything. So RobinAlexis.com is where you can go and learn more about my skill set to get your fine-tuned question ready for Mystic Radio. Bob?
And have you ever seen a spacecraft? Or do you have vague memories of being abducted and you don't know how to make sense of the experience? Or have you ever wondered what your pets' past lives are, or if you had past lives with them? Now, Robin is a world-class animal communicator, past life reader, and she's been abducted, so she can pay attention to all these issues. Mm-hmm. Anybody, give us a call now. The toll-free number, 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Now, when you call in or if you're on hold, you have one question to ask Robin, so make it a good one. And are you ready for your healing experience? Give us a call now, free. Toll-free number, 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We have a great show for you coming up today with our courageous callers. Now, callers, please take your phone off speaker and turn off your radio or computer before you get on the call with Robin. And I'm going to play the gong to clear the energy for the show today, and then we'll get to your calls.
Yes.
How many gongs today?
I would like 5, because people are going to experience change, and 5 is the number of change.
Clearing the energy for the show today. Clearing. And I'll give the phone numbers out one more time so you can give Robin a call, 530 Excuse me, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Our first call is Mary from Gig Harbor, Washington, who's looking for some healing on Mystic Radio today. Hi, Mary. Welcome to Mystic Radio.
Hi.
You're on with Robin and Bob.
Hi. Well, actually, somebody in my husband's family passed recently, just after Thanksgiving, and I was hoping Robin could just kind of check in and make sure that they're doing okay. His name is Dick.
Well, instantly I saw a man, and he's smiling and waving, and yeah, he said he had a delightful passing. He says that where he is right now, he's sort of in a quiet spot, like an encapsulated solitude place. And he says he's there by choice, that it's not like he's lost. It's that he just had permission from his guides and guardian angels to just take a moment out of time, if you will, and just experience the grace and the quiet of where he is. So he says if you want to try to comprehend where he is, you could think about what maybe the quiet of deep space would be like. And he's saying he's there by choice. He's saying another way of explaining it is some people go into these containers that have really thick salt water, like a amniotic fluid almost, and you can go into these energy chambers and just sort of float quietly in the dark. And he says, so that's what he's experiencing. And he's very glad that you checked in on him. He is aware that there's a whole lot of other souls on the other side that are troubled. So it's really cool for him that he gets to report in that he's doing just fine. So, wow, he must have done some work on himself before he crossed over.
I don't know, but maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, he's doing really, really well, and I'm sure on some level, whether we knew it or not, he was doing exactly what he needed to do as a soul to be able to have a bliss trip on the other side. So thank you so much for calling in, Mary.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Robin. You too, Bob.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, we are going to go to Karen from Hood Canal, Washington, who is looking for some healing on Mystic Radio today. Hi, Karen. Welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin and Bob.
Hi, Robin and Bob. It's been a very long time.
Yes, Karen, it's so nice to hear your voice. How may I serve you
too.
today?
Well, I've had a shock, a little bit of a shock, but relief. I lost my job yesterday, and I'm just experiencing a lot of gut issues, a lot of gas, and it makes me anxious. And if I can't take a deep breath, I start to, hyperventilate. And it's been going on for a good year. I'm thinking that leaving that place might help a lot with it, but can you help me?
Yeah, so it sounds like for you, you weren't a good match where you were working, and the environment felt quite toxic. Is that accurate?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so you were going into a trauma situation over and over and over again, and obviously your higher self finally got you out of that situation. So what I want to do is go back to the first moment when you were still working, when you got that gut knowing that you needed to get out of that place. It took time for you to be able to pull it off, obviously, but do you have an idea of when you actually got that gut punch knowing that you wanted to leave or you had to leave that job?
Around September.
Of this year?
Yes.
Or last year? Okay, so of this year. Okay, so in other words, you were tolerating a toxic work environment for a long time. You were holding space for it to possibly get better for everybody. Is that accurate?
Yes, that sounds about accurate.
Okay, but then in September you were like, I'm done. I got to get out of here. So let's go back to the woman who you were in September when she experienced that truth for herself. And I'd just like you to go back in time to her and let her know that that knowledge that she had, where she knew and she trusted and she acted upon her own intuition, that you're from the future, you're coming back in time, and I want you to take her by her hand, and I want you to bring her up and out and away from that traumatic, toxic work environment, and see if you can bring her back into your, there you go, right there. What are you feeling in your body, Karen, if anything?
I feel cleansing taking place.
Okay, Karen. Well, I'm going to do a couple things. Well, you're deeply feeling the grief that you obviously felt, that you worked so hard, not only at your job, but you worked hard as a spiritual person at work who was trying to hold energy to create a collaborative, a co-creative, and very strong communication environment, and you couldn't do that. But that's not a judgment call on you. You were a soulful being who made conscious decisions to try to hold the space to make things better and to move into a higher octave. And then when you knew it wasn't going to work, your higher self began to create a way for you to get out, which is why you got fired. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring you some unexpected money, because all of us probably have had jobs that we stayed at either because we were guided by spirit to stay there, which sounds like partially is why you stayed there, but also because we feel stuck. We feel like we have to get that paycheck so we can have whatever. But we also need to remember to be open to unexpected money flowing from wherever. So I'm going to offer you a prayer. I dwell in the midst of infinite abundance. The abundance of the universe is my infinite source. The river of life never stops flowing. It flows through me into lavish expression. Good comes to me through unexpected avenues. The universe works in myriad ways to bless me. I now open my mind and my heart to receive my good. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too wonderful to happen. With the universe as my source, nothing amazes me. I give freely and fearlessly into life, and life gives back to me with fabulous increase. Blessings come in expected and unexpected ways. The universe provides for me in wondrous ways. I am indeed grateful, and so be it. And so how do you feel now? I know you're grieving, you've been through a lot of trauma, you're detoxing, but how do you feel right now?
I feel so much better.
Okay. Well, let's
like
just take
I can let go.
Yes, that's beautiful. I'm actually going to sing a little song that when I would do sweat lodges and we would sit around the fire inside of the hut we were having the sweat lodge in, and we would throw our thoughts of anxiety into the fire, and we would sing a song together that went like this. Give it away, oh give it away, give it away, oh give it away, give it away, oh give it away, give it away, oh give it away. And we just kept singing that. We just kept giving into the fire all of these things that caused us anxiety. And I would suggest that you imagine, and I will imagine, and maybe everybody listening, we can all imagine that we are all as souls sitting around a beautiful campfire together, and we're all singing that song, and we're all giving into the fire anything that has caused us trauma or stress or discomfort. And as we give that energy away into the fire, we make room for unexpected money to flow in, through, and around our lives. Thank you so much for the call, Karen. I'm just thrilled that your higher self got you out of that environment. And why don't you call into the show again when we're back live on the air, and let's see how you're doing, okay?
I'll do that. Thank you, Robin.
You're so welcome. Take care.
Have you ever seen a spacecraft? Or have you ever wondered about your past lives? Well, Robin is a past life reader, one of the best on the planet. So if you want that, or you have any other metaphysical questions, give us a call now. The toll-free number is 425-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now. Talk to Robin. This is Mystic Radio, and we'll be back after these messages.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now.
Have you been wondering what your past lives are? Have you wondered what your pets' past lives are? Or if you have past lives with your pets? It would be so fascinating for you to find out, wouldn't it? If you would like to book a session with me to explore your or your pet's past lives, you can call Bob at 530-859-2499 or visit RobinAlexis.com and book in the Mystic Store.
Robin is offering a new service for clients, a Reiki Week with Robin Alexis. Having a Reiki Week with Robin is amazing. She takes you to places inside of yourself that you never knew existed. Whatever issues you might have, Robin is able to look at them from many perspectives, including the influence of your past lives, your higher purpose, your soul contracts, and your overall well-being. Robin works with her team of ascended masters, archangels, and spirit guides who will assist you as needed. Monday through Friday, Robin sends you remote Reiki for 1 hour each day. Then, via text, she sends you detailed and specific information about what she clairvoyantly saw during your private 1 hour session that day. Robin's Reiki Week can transform your life and help you to open up to your truth, your love, and give you a higher perspective. Schedule your Reiki Week with Robin Alexis now. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule now.
If you're a parent or teacher, it can be especially difficult to hear about yet another school shooting. With so much emotion around this issue, know that there is support out there to help you, your children, or your students cope. By listening or reading the calming and beautiful story, Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns by Robin Alexis, a book written to help with this sensitive issue facing our world today. Find Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns by Robin Alexis on Amazon, iTunes, or Audible.
Alternative Talk 1150, online at 1150kknw.com.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio. And to schedule your one-on-one sessions with Robin, you can give us a call at 530-859-2499 or visit RobinAlexis.com and book your private one-on-one sessions in the Mystic Store. And while on the website, RobinAlexis.com, you're invited to listen to the archives of Mystic Radio on our YouTube channel. You can receive free Reiki healings, and Robin has a great blog you won't want to miss. And if you want to talk to Robin today, give us a call now. The toll-free number, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. I'm going to turn it over to Robin. She's got some Facebook questions that we can answer today.
Well, I also want to mention again that if people want to give a great stocking stuffer gift to people, that they can call you, Bob, to get a gift certificate for the stocking, and it would be a one-on-one phone session with me or a Reiki week that you could gift to people, and to call Bob directly to experience that quickly, you'd call him at 530-859-2499, and he'll get you set up. And I do have 4 books on Amazon that it would be wonderful gifts as well that could still arrive before the holiday, or even if they arrive after the exact date. They're still really, really cool books. So I'm very grateful to folks who don't have the opportunity to call into the show, but who have begun to leave questions for me on Facebook. One is Mary. She's actually called into the show before about she has had in the past a contract with a twin flame. And for those of you who may not know what that is, it's when 2 people make a soul contract that they will come into a particular lifetime and they will experience their similarity, meaning that they were originally born from the same birth star, and so they're twin souls, and then they come into bodies to then experience that together. And it's very challenging sometimes. I think this is going to shift, but for now, it's been challenging for twin flames and twin rays to come together as couples. And the reason for that is when twin flames are able to unite and experience themselves in their bodies, the energy that they create is very impactful. It actually can create changes globally, bringing in a beautiful, beautiful energy. So obviously, if there were more twin flame people partnering and making love and living together and creating joy, there would be more peace on earth. And for folks who aren't interested in peace on earth, well, they may do things to interrupt twin flames coming together. So in this case, Mary's twin flame, she was with him, but he had inappropriate behavior. And she knew that she needed to have boundaries with him, and so she put up a boundary, and he has disrespected that boundary. So as a clairvoyant psychic, I've been going into this situation since she asked me the question to see, is this a general issue not only with her and her twin flame, but is it also something that's going on with twin flames in general? And I got yes. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that if you are a twin flame couple, you belong to a soul collective of twin flames. And so if there's energy interference that's affecting one couple, it could potentially affect all the couples. And we talk about that on Mystic Radio, where it's a surrogate healing. So with Mary and her particular twin flame, where she called him on his behavior, she put up a boundary. Let's have whoever are the angels who oversee these impeccable relationships step in and come forth and assist her. And I'm already seeing Archangel Ragiel and Archangel Hayal. Now, those 2 archangels are very, very strong at reversing curses. So part of what I'm seeing here with this information that's channeling through me spontaneously is there are some beings who do curse people coming together in divine right partnership. And think about this, like, how many times do you maybe tell someone you're dating someone, or even that you're getting married, and someone gets sort of sarcastic or caustic about that? You know, there is a place where we've given up on partnerships and relationships really being in the beauty of the essence they were meant to be. But people like Mary, who are holding that twin flame energy in the light of the original program of divinity, let's hold that up and let's give it the protection that it needs, so that that which is meant to be, that which is supreme creator blessed, let that come forth, and let the boundaries be, if it's outside of divine decree, it's outside of that special blessing, then boundaries up. And so it is. So I do hope that that helps not only Mary, but a woman from Spain who also had a similar issue. So blessings to all you twin flame couples out there. thank the women, especially that I know, who are fighting the good fight to maintain the integrity of the original plan of love. Bob?
Well, let's get to Ella from Monterey, California, who's looking for some healing on Mystic Radio today. Ella, welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin and Bob.
Hi guys. I'm calling back as I think you encouraged me to do regarding my case, my family court case. I think there has been some positive changes. However, the heaviness is still there, and I'm still struggling with PTSD, which I think it's influencing the energy that I'm kind of projecting.
That makes complete sense to me. So let's look at the post-traumatic stress syndrome vibration. I can see it throughout your whole aura. And so let's see if we step out of your aura, if we can find where it's more peaceful. And actually where they're bringing me is we're going to step into your light field. Each of us have a light body and a light field. My understanding is that there's 26 layers or levels to our light fields, and that's where I'm going with you. That you've been so incredibly traumatized in this lifetime, in this situation particularly, that it's actually caused some disruption in your light body. And so I'm moving into finding out where this is. Is it 1 through 5? Yes. Okay. And is it any place else? So it's in more than one place. So it's in 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. Okay. So it's in 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's where you're running a PTSD vibration in your light body. So let's find out if we can clear that all at once. And I'm hearing that we can. So let's call in the archangels and angels, guides and guardian angels, all these beings who help you in particular maintain a healthy light body. And let's ask them first and foremost, is there something that you needed to learn from this situation? And I am hearing yes. And then let's also ask if they will clear this energy for you and recalibrate your light body. Actually, they're already starting to clear your light body. So let's find out, what is it that you came to learn? And one of it is they're saying that this is your light field itself wanted to become more conscious and more impeccable. So it wasn't that you necessarily chose this experience like for a karmic reason or whatever. It could have been any experience, but you wanted to become more defined as the light, who you are. So this is like beyond being human or perhaps even a soul. It's going back to the light field where all those different expressions or terminologies come from. And yeah, there you go, right there, your energy shifting. Can you feel that at all, Ella?
Oh, absolutely.
Can you describe what that feels like? Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know if you know those balls that have the electromagnetic energy. I don't know what they're called, but they essentially, if you touch them, it creates some sort of like lightning effect. I'm probably describing it wrong. So that's how my body was, and now it seems that sensation is like going away.
Yeah, I actually explained it perfectly, because I was telling my husband for the past week that I have felt like that. My nervous system just felt like it was like, and so yeah, and I'm actually starting to receive a healing also, and in my heart area, I feel like I could start crying. So I think, yeah, this is really beautiful, Ella. I'm so glad you called in, and I do identify with you. I went through a lot of trauma in previous marriages from, being married to Bob, and that trauma, that's really an intent. There you go. Wow. So I can see you moving to another octave of healing, and as you're doing that, I can feel like you're touching my light body and probably other people's light bodies who are listening to the show and who will be listening to the show, and I can feel us healing. We're healing in our own sovereignty, we're healing our own light, but we're also beginning to communicate or create a community of healed light body beings in whatever human form. And that is so, so exciting. There's so much pain and so much trauma on this planet, to know that you can call into Mystic Radio and we can talk like this, and you can receive a healing and I can receive a healing, and we can share that healing, and other people can bask in that vibrational uplifting. It's extremely exciting. It kind of reminds me when someone sends me flowers, you know. When we lived in Washington, Bob used to walk every day, and every single day he'd come home with hand-picked flowers that were growing wild on the road, and we had beautiful flowers in our yard. And that's how I feel right now, that kind of beautiful nature and flowers, and just you and me, man, we're like vibing strong. How are you feeling? I'm going on and on. What are you feeling?
The same. I feel like a reset. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ella. Many blessings to you and your family for generations to come. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
What a cool Christmas gift that is, to get your light body healed.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a spacecraft? Or do you want to know what your past lives are? Robin can assist you with that. Give us a call now. The toll-free number is 888-298-5569, and locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
Have you been wondering what your past lives are? Have you wondered what your pets' past lives are? Or if you have past lives with your pets? It would be so fascinating for you to find out, wouldn't it? If you would like to book a session with me to explore your or your pet's past lives, you can call Bob at 530-859-2499 or visit robinalexis.com and book in the Mystic Store.
Robin is offering a new service for clients, a Reiki Week with Robin Alexis. Having a Reiki Week with Robin is amazing. She takes you to places inside of yourself that you never knew existed. Whatever issues you might have, Robin is able to look at them from many perspectives, including the influence of your past lives, your higher purpose, your soul contracts, and your overall well-being. Robin works with her team of ascended masters, archangels, and spirit guides who will assist you as needed. Monday through Friday, Robin sends you remote Reiki for 1 hour each day. Then, via text, she sends you detailed and specific information about what she clairvoyantly saw during your private 1-hour session that day. Robin's Reiki Week can transform your life and help you to open up to your truth, your love, and give you a higher perspective. Schedule your Reiki Week with Robin Alexis now. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule now.
Did you know you can find all 3 of Robin Alexis's books for sale? Did you also know that you can find all 3 of her books as hard copy and soft copy? You can also find the audio version of all 3 of her books. Look for Raising Humanity, Spirit Lady, The Gift of Robin's Song, and Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns, all by Robin Alexis, on Amazon, Kindle, Audible, and iTunes. If you live near Robin in Mount Shasta, California, you can find her books at The Gallery in Mount Shasta.
Are the events of your life or the events of the world getting you down or off balance? Successful and conscious people recognize when their energy is off kilter. Busy parents and professionals can't afford to mismanage their energy. When you feel something is not right, schedule a one-on-one personal phone session with Robin Alexis immediately when you realize you're out of balance and things are not going well. In a testimonial, one person said, "In my personal experience with Robin, she has brought peace of mind to my hectic life. She's like a psychic spiritual empowerment coach that I can rely on, who helps me reset my stamina in 1 hour." Call Bob now at 530-859-2499 and schedule your private one-on-one phone session with Robin Alexis. If it's more convenient, purchase your session at the Mystic Store on robinalexis.com. That's the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com or call 530-859-2499. Let the metaphysical mother, Robin Alexis, help you keep it together in this unsettling world.
Alternative Talk 1150, here to uplift your day.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. And if it's Friday or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio, and you can hear a repeat of Mystic Radio on Sunday at 12 noon on Alternative Talk 1150, and you can also hear these shows, and we have hundreds of them on our website, robinalexis.com, and you just go to the YouTube channel. Now, hey, do you need some last-minute Christmas gifts? Well, you can purchase a session with Robin as a Christmas gift. Also, you can purchase a week of Reiki with Robin. You can give us a call at 530-859-2499, or you can purchase it right from the Mystic Store on robinalexis.com, right there. And while you're on the website, robinalexis.com, you're invited to listen to the archives of Mystic Radio on the YouTube channel. Receive free Reiki healings, and you can follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis, and she also has a great blog you won't want to miss. So if you want to talk to Robin today, give us a call now. The toll-free number 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527.
And while you're on robinalexis.com, you can read about my 4 books that also might make lovely gifts for someone on your shopping duties there for the holidays. So I want to thank the folks who are giving me Facebook questions. A lot of people don't have the time or perhaps the courage to call into the show directly, and you have begun to give me questions on Facebook that I can read live on the air. So I'm going to go to this one. A woman wrote, I have pain in my left foot. I'm under a lot of stress and I'm praying for healing. I have to go to court on Monday for my late brother's estate. Can you tell me how the ruling will go? So first of all, in terms of the pain in the left foot, that tracks back to a past life. I'm seeing you were a trapper, which was a normal occupation back in the day. And during the time when different trappers would be doing their trapping thing, there were certain areas that kind of each trapper was supposed to do their trapping in. And it looks like you had a tit for tat with a different trapper, where sometimes you would go into his territory and it feels like someone was retaliating against you and put a trap someplace that was hidden where you would normally do your trapping. And you got caught. That left foot got caught in like a bear trap. And you can only imagine how excruciating that sort of thing would have been. And I can see you just writhing on the snow with this thing on your foot. And it seems like it was a very tragic type of experience for you. Now, the reason why I bring that up too is because it does feel connected in with you needing to go to court on your late brother's estate. Your late brother meant to have everything very defined. He's actually coming through and saying, for anyone listening, please don't drop your body and be a soul on the other side who's looking back on your life going, why didn't I have clearer boundaries on what I wanted done with my legacy of whatever it was, so that people don't fight over it and wind up in court. But in your case, this is a little bit karmic. So in order to heal that past life issue, I am going to ask for a soul retrieval for you and your foot, so that you can not have the experience on Monday be a result of karma, but your karma is already cleared, your foot is already feeling better, and you're going to court simply to define the present day concerns. There's no lingering issues from previous incarnations. Now, when I see that happening, I see fairness in court, and that's where I'm going. Now, to augment the healing of all of this, I would recommend that you use the Reiki healing portal on my website, robinalexis.com, that also works with the violet flame. So as soon as you go to robinalexis.com, you're going to see a little link that says Reiki healing. Click on that, and the first portal that pops up is Violet Flame Reiki Healing. By going there, you can forgive yourself, you can forgive the other person from this past life where you two were ornery to one another, and clear it all up and just get yourself out of that frequency, and then move into the grace and ease of allowing your body to heal and to let things be nice and smooth at court on Monday. So thank you for that question. The second question I have is, why does my dog chew the furniture? Your dog is saying that she really has an unusual attachment to her mother and the litter that she came from. And so for her, she's somehow connecting furniture with people being able to communicate to each other, to have family. And so she's just trying to figure out a way to be with her family. And I would suggest that you talk to her about this regularly, because she seems to be a very, very sensitive, intuitive, empathic, psychic being that's come into dog form. And just let her know, teach her that she can communicate to her mom and to her litter mates through telepathy. And telepathy means that you communicate quietly through your own mind, and telepathy is what we call the fifth dimension, meaning it can cause no harm to you or to anyone else. So it's not a psychic projection, it's a communication that is in a divine place. And for her, this dog, I would turn on the Mary Magdalene Reiki Healing Portal on my website. Mary Magdalene is a profound teacher of telepathy, and this would be true for whether you're human or a dog in this case, where you can just settle yourself down and allow for the telepathy communication to begin. And the dog is saying that it's really important that she does communicate with the family, that they came in as a soul collective with a soul purpose. So unlike another litter or moms where they just disperse and don't even give each other perhaps a second thought after a few days, in this case it's very different. This is a soul collective or soul group that came in, and so she's trying to connect with them.
Let's talk about communicating with your animals a little bit, and the fact that if you're having problems with your animals, you may need to look at yourself, because they may be picking up your energy.
Well, it's interesting you said that, Bob, because I was actually going to bring that up, you Mr. Psychic Telepathic dude over there. So the owner of this dog is also working through issues with their family, and they can't talk to them, they can't like psychically do things. The only way they can correct their collective consciousness of their family issues is also through telepathy. And these other family members, human family members, also have animals. And those animals can telepathically communicate, and then the humans can telepathically communicate, and it's going to begin to heal generationally a lot of terror and trauma and toxic energies that will offer an opportunity again to raise the consciousness of the planet by that collaboration of the pets in the home and the people. And so, Bob, that was quite interesting that you went there. So sometimes our dogs don't chew things just because they're teething. They actually are giving us a bigger message. Here's another question. Why does my cat let my dog put his head in his mouth? This happens quite often, and the dog is big, and the entire cat's head is in the dog's mouth. This is because in a past life, believe it or not, you were a lion trainer. And it feels like there's a Colosseum, it possibly was Rome or Greece, I don't know where it is exactly, but you were training lions, and there were different times when the lions would open their heads, and people, I don't know who they were, maybe they were a prisoner that they used to do this thing on, but anyway, the lion would open its head, a mouth really, really wide, and a head would go in, and the lion didn't eat the head off because you were a good lion trainer. So you can also talk to your pets about that they seem to be reenacting a lifetime where they've had together, which again is something that humans do. We have what I call past life bleed through memories, where we can sometimes act towards each other how we behaved in a previous incarnation. And in our 23-year relationship, Bob and I have had multiple times where, because I remember past lives explicitly, if there was something going on, I would call him on it if it was unfinished business. And then we'd work it through, but it wasn't always easy. It wasn't always, I didn't stick my head in his mouth or something like that. But anyway.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, so here's another question that we have from Facebook. I am a basketball player who got kicked off my team because I have been aggressive to my opponents. Can you help me with anger management? So let's see here how we're going to work with this. Well, first of all, the basketball player who got kicked off the team for anger management is has a lot of, let's call it possessions. I'm seeing ghosts, I'm seeing Luciferian things in there, and I'm seeing distraction implants in this particular person. This has been going on for multiple incarnations, so it's a massive situation, meaning that whenever we have a karmic pattern, it's not just this lifetime, but it's a whole lineup of them where you just didn't learn your lesson, it becomes even worse. So in this case, this person is in a public situation where he's misbehaving, and then everybody's looking at it and getting an opinion. So he's just created this from one lifetime to the next to deal with it. So often when we have excessive anger, any of us, the first thing we want to do is clear our energy. We want to ask the anger, is it ours, is it someone else's, or is it a combination of energy? In this situation, Mr. Basketball Player, not all of this energy is yours. And a lot of it, as I stated, is coming up from this and other lifetimes of psychic irresponsibility of you to maintain your own energy field. So whether you were playing basketball or something else, you failed to learn how to manage your own energy and keep it nice and clean so you can do what you actually came to do in any particular incarnation, whether playing basketball or something else. So what we're going to do is take your higher self with the overlighting diva of your Akashic records and walk you right into the karmic boardroom. And you're already sitting down, and we're going to have Archangel Michael bring in who you punched out or whatever occurred on the court, and have their high selves come and sit in the karmic board room with you. Because what I want to find out is, do you and he have a soul contract that he would be the one that really shoved it in your face, if you hadn't learned it already, that you had things to learn. And let's find out. Let's look at that soul contract between you and your opponent basketball player that you harmed. And I'm getting a yes, yes, yes. So, great. This means that you two can sign off on that. He's shown you this thing as a favor to show you that you needed to get your act together. He's already being taken out of the karmic boardroom. So now what we're going to do is look at the stream of consciousness that you have brought forth from one lifetime to another, where you've got dirty energy, basically. And we're going to teach you how to clear your vibrational frequency. And we're not going to go back to a previous incarnation to do it. We're going to accumulate it all right now, and we're going to teach you what you're going to do. And what we're going to do is we're going to call in a certain type of prayer, and we're going to bring it in through a book. This particular book is called Original Tribe Handbook of Angels, and I just flipped it open, and we're going to call in Archangel Jabriel. Archangel Jabriel is one of the mightiest angels. Considered to be a guardian angel, Jabriel shines bright light on your path and clears away all obstacles. So that archangel, by the grace of Supreme Creator, Divine Love, is bringing in energy to clean you up. There you go. The energy's starting to move. And Archangel Jabriel, Archangel Jabriel, Archangel Jabriel, clear this man's path, light his way, and make it easy every day for him to maintain his own pure essence. And here we go. The energy's starting to clear. And it's very important for anyone listening to recognize that as you take accountability for your own energy, you use a few spiritual tools, you can clean up a whole bunch of old stuff. And there we go. The energy's cleared. And let's see how he's going to do. Okay, the basketball player in the karmic boardroom is standing up. He's cleared his energy, and he's being handed a scepter. And the scepter, and actually he's not just being handed a scepter, there's a robe being placed around his shoulder like a king's robe, and a crown on his head. And they're saying to him that he has been crowned in the glory of his being, and that he has big energy, and it's his responsibility to keep it clean and clear and show the way for other men playing sports or otherwise who need to learn to keep their energy impeccable. And now he's being escorted out of the karmic boardroom. He's being brought back through his soul body, and his body. And he looks completely different to me. So I do hope that we hear back from Mr. Basketball Player that this session helped him with his anger management. All right. So, all of us have anger management issues, and I'm hoping that the tools that came through for this young basketball player will help all of us. And again, make sure that if you're feeling a lot of anger, you ask yourself, is it yours, someone else's, or a combination? If it's not yours, clear it off, give it back to Source Love, and then take accountability for your own anger, which may be because you have a karmic issue.
Wow, that was great. I hope that helps that basketball player. This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
Would you like to experience a Reiki week with me? This is Robin Alexis, and I am a Reiki master. You can choose to experience 1 hour a day where I send you remote Reiki healing. And during that time, because I'm clairvoyant, I probably will see all kinds of information about what's going on with you. After the session, I will text you and give you all the visions and experiences that I saw that you went through. You can then respond with questions if you choose. So if you would like to experience a Reiki week with Robin, that's me. I would love to experience that with you. Please call Bob at 530-859-2499, and he will get you scheduled. That's Bob at 530-859-2499.
If you're a parent, grandparent, or looking to become a parent, the book Raising Humanity by Robin Alexis is for you. In this book, Robin invites you to remember that we all play a part in raising the vibration of the collective consciousness. Connect with the stories of Robin and 21 authors for inspiring stories in Raising Humanity by Robin Alexis. Found in print, ebook, and audio versions at Amazon, Kindle, Audible, and iTunes.
Have you been wondering what your past lives are? Have you wondered what your pets' past lives are? Or if you have past lives with your pets? It would be so fascinating for you to find out, wouldn't it? If you would like to book a session with me to explore your or your pet's past lives, you can call Bob at 530-859-2499 or visit robinalexis.com and book in the Mystic Store.
Are you aware that you can use the Mystic Radio archives just like an audio tarot deck? Robin Alexis invites you to her website, robinalexis.com. Click the About Mystic Radio tab, then click on Listen Now. That's where you'll find the archive of hundreds of past Mystic Radio programs. Then, quiet yourself. Put your hands in the prayer position in front of your heart with feet flat on the floor. Now, take a deep breath. Ask your intuition which program date you need to listen to in order to get the answers to your questions and concerns. Many people have told Robin they've received miraculous healings from the Mystic Radio archives. To continue your healing, you may be guided by your intuition to return to the archives and repeat this process. When Robin Alexis does this herself, she receives impeccable spiritual guidance that she's put into practice. So what are you waiting for? Go to robinalexis.com and use the archives of Mystic Radio for your own personal audio tarot deck. What have you got to lose? You might just get the answers you're looking for. That's RobinAlexis.com.
Don't let that herd mentality lead you off a cliff. We support thinking for yourself on Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio. And have you ever been abducted or seen a spacecraft? Have you ever wondered what your past lives are? Well, Robin can assist you in those areas. And to schedule a one-on-one session with her, you can call us at 530-859-2499 or check it out in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com for details. And follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis. We want to thank all our wonderful callers today and all our Facebook questions today. You make the show what it is. And always thanks to Benny back in the studio for flying this bus for us here at Mystic Radio from mystical Mount Shasta. We will see you right here next week. Mystic Radio every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern show. We are now closing the sacred hour of healing with Robin Alexis on Mystic Radio and on the subject of intuition and what Mystic Radio is all about. Listen to your body. It's much smarter than your brain. This is Mystic Radio.